Well, the deadline is fast approaching for the free application for federal student aid, or FAFSA, which first-time college students and those returning must complete for financial aid. And at a time when the burden of student loan debt turns many young people away from higher education, one Indiana college may have a plan that's kind of turning things around. And I'm pleased to be joined by Dr. Bill Kadip. He's the president of Grace College in Northern Indiana to talk about reducing tuition, years in schools, and fees as well. And welcome to the program.
Thanks for having us here.
This is, it really, as I said in the promo a little while ago, people might find hard to believe. Everything is going in the direction where people would like to see them go: lower fees, tuition, all those types of things. It started as Reimagine Grace. Take us back then several years ago and what the whole concept
Sure, when
was.
2008, 2009, you'll recall when the recession hit, that affected a lot of our families. We still have 35–40% get Pell Grants. Almost half are first generation. Moms and dads aren't both college graduates. We're a small school. At the time, we were about 1,500, and we had about a 60 student drop in our freshman class. Yeah. That's a lot. And we said, are we going to just sit around and mope and cry or do something? And we really strategized, put some prayer in. Yeah. And this Reimagine put together a 3-year program, put together some off-campus sites. We said we've got to work on making it more affordable for our families.
Yeah, so your main campus at Winona Lake, a beautiful area in Kosciuszko County. You mentioned you opened new campuses, one of them here in Marion County in Indianapolis.
Yeah, we actually, right up on North Meridian, we've got about 80 students there. About the price of a regional public, actually. Yeah. And we think there can be a better way. We talk about faith-based affordable excellence. Yeah. And we just kind of hit it head on.
Well, let's talk about it. Again, it started as Reimagine Grace, then Measure of Grace. Talk about what you did. And you know, there's a lot of talk about freezing tuition. You went a step further than that, right?
Well, the first part, we implemented this 3-year plan where students could get every degree we offer in 3 years. And we didn't play games. We didn't jack the tuition up extra high, but we really had maybe 2 or 3% raises. Then we said, look, we revamped our program. We have 2 8-week sessions. You can take maybe 3 classes at one time, but take more over the course of the year. Put summer school online, and that's a great price. 2 courses free. So if you were a full-time student, you can have summer school, go back home, work free. So we started that in fall of 11, and that began to work. And then just a year ago, we saw that was helping families. We wondered, could we do a little more? So we reduced our tuition 9%.
Wow.
Reduced it 9%. Then that's number one.
Yeah.
Number two, every year you return to school, your tuition will be $500 less than the previous year. $500 less. Number three, free book rentals. Wow. And you know, families start, they can barely muster up the money for the first year, and then is it going to go up? How do I know? We tell our families the day they're admitted what it's going to cost for the rest of their time to come to Grace College.
What's been the reaction and the impact that you've seen?
We've been amazed. In fact, when the year the recession hit, 2008, we had about 350 new students. Following year, 290. Wow. You know, we had to cut our state money for a while. It's still about the best in the country, so I'm not complaining, but we had a 60 student drop, so 350, 290. This past year, it was about 450. And that includes here in Indy and another site or so. So it's really making it affordable for families.
You are located in the orthopedics capital of the world too, in Kosciuszko County, and you are connected and engaged really with that industry.
Yeah, very much. We're thrilled to be there. It's a great place, Warsaw, but to be connected to this industry, we've been real engaged with them. For example, several years ago, Lily helped start OrthoWorks up there. I have the privilege of serving on that board. And we put together a master's program in clinical and regulatory affairs. The folks in the industry helped design it. They help us teach it. Then we added quality. We're actually working on a very complex one in reimbursements right now, how these companies figure out how much to charge for products. So that's been a wonderful connection. We actually looked here. We can't say it's the final number, but at the new combined Zimmer Biomet, we know of at least 130 Grace graduates in that company.
Wow.
So we're thrilled about that.
That's a big
connection.
impact.
You bet.
Well, I tell you, affordability is a huge issue, obviously, in higher education. And at Grace College, it looks like you're doing a lot to really get at that issue. So Dr. Bill Kadip, thank you very much for being here. We'll talk to you soon.
It's our honor. Thank you.
All right. Well, a reminder, all of our Eye on Education segments can be found at InsideIndianaBusiness.com. And if you have a story idea, please send it to segment producer Shannon Dawson at sdawson@growindiana.net.